So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
65. Go, 50. Check. Let's go, Mike.
To throw is Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And it's a fumble. And the Bills have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the grab by Croft. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson throwing again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Get out the field, defense.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
You better be ready next time.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Check Leo.
Now Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, get in the weight room. Hey,
Jackson on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Got him in, it's Brown. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
let's go. Do it.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, hold on. Hayward. I'm going to run you over. Mike's 49. Yup.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
We got double up. Ball trot. Watch safety green. Go.
Jackson. Flushed out right. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. We haven't even escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the 1st half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy.
It got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Jackson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Bills 42, Ravens 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Singletary again. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. This is hauled in by Deontay Burnett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one, as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
1st down, Bills.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. There's that man again. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time. Going on the ground with Eckler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Check.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. Check 56. In your face.
Second and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13.
Don't let 89 go deep. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Check. Check safety. Shoot.
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They go right back to Singletary. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's Singletary. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember.
And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how...
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Jackson. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Let's go now. 50, plant. Mike right here. We go Mike 40, Mike 40.